We're diving back into another episode of UNCUT XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. Today's new soldier was provided by Machine Savant Paladin. Dimitri Fletcher was born in Vancouver, Canada a few years before the invasion. Though he was an incredibly gifted child, the fall of Earth's government and the rise of Advent put any plans for higher education on hold. Instead, he was taught and raised by his parents and resistance fighters that were tasked with preparing the younger generations for a harsh life on the fringes of society. Over the years, Fletcher demonstrated a knack for electronics and mechanical devices. He fixed radios, watches, and helped maintain the camp's stockpile of weapons, but showed very little promise in combat. His marksmanship skills were lacking, and he hates the loud sounds of gunfire. Currently a member of Xcom, Fletcher is a promising engineer and has taken a liking to our Spark unit. He's been helping them maintain and improve the unit, but the female members of staff have made note that he acts strange around them. From what they say, he's not rude, but he's very socially awkward. They say it's almost as if he's afraid to talk to girls.
You should have known I'd be coming for your friends eventually.
Not to worry, Mr. Hunter, we are completely prepared for whatever shenanigans you're gonna bring to the table. We're doing a retaliation mission today, and we are in the Chosen Hunters territory, so we're gonna bring a squad that I feel is well suited for dealing with him. So let's see what that composition looks like. Okay, we have a Reaper, Skirmisher, Specialist, Ranger, and Sharpshooter. It's a very diverse squad composition today. We're not doubling up on any soldiers. Our Reaper Dragonova finally has her Temnotic rifle. We bought that at the end of the last episode, so her tech is finally on par with the rest of the squad and the enemies that we're fighting, and that feels amazing. Next up, our Skirmisher, Sarah Brooke in Redfield. She's using the Tracer rounds and the Flashbang. She's going to be insanely accurate with that Bullpup rifle, especially if we can get her in close and just pop, pop, pop right in the face. She's never going to miss. It's going to be amazing. Kei Kyoki is our specialist, and she is a combat hacker, so she has the Skulljack to increase her hack rating and the EMP grenade, which deals bonus damage to robotic enemies. Next up, Roland de Wolf, also known as Lucifer, is coming in hot. He is a Phantom Ranger, so he's going to be very sneaky. He's got the Bolt Caster, so he can do big damage with that. Ionic Axes on his back, so he can chop some fools if he needs to. Talon rounds to increase his critical hit chance and damage, and the Battle Scanner to give us some map awareness. And finally, we have a Sharpshooter. Peter Armstrong is spec'd out to be a pure sniper, so he's going to sit back and he's going to headshot people all day. He's got the Dragon rounds to increase his damage and give him a chance to set targets on fire, and another Flashbang just in case. Whew, this is exciting. And we'll talk about why this squad is awesome as we whoop the Chosen's ass if he decides to show up. But if he doesn't, it's probably because he was scared and he knew he was going to get it real good. So let's get out there and save some people. Alrighty. Now, first things first, I'm going to get this out of the way straight off the get-go. My voice may or may not sound a little bit hoarse to you. It's a little bit gravelly. It's almost like I'm trying to channel my inner Central Officer Bradford right now, but I'm not. I was at a bar last night, and I had to talk really loud, and it was hard on my vocal cords. Boo-hoo, Rob has a sore throat. It's no big deal. It's not that serious. But if you are noticing that, that's what it is. I'm not sick or anything like that, thank goodness, but it is unfortunate. We do have a group of enemies directly in front of us. Dragonova revealed them for us. I don't think there's any way we can start this off without activating them, so we're just going to get right into it. We're going to move our Sharpshooter to a high ground position. The group of enemies going to activate, and we'll try to deal with them as efficiently as possible. The Shield Bearer may have inadvertently played himself because he looks like he's very easily flanked, and yes, he is. We could even just move up a single tile should get us vision on him with a lot of our soldiers. So we're going to try and take out that Shield Bearer, but we're also going to be very conscious of not activating another pod, just because if it's possible for us to go in without activating another group of enemies, then we're going to try and make that happen. So how are we going to do this? I think I'll have to use my heavy hitters. I think we're going to have to invest a lot into killing him. I'll start off by moving up Kei Kyoki, and then we're going to blast him right in the chest. I'm getting big on the strategy right away. We did 2 damage, that armor mitigating 3 points as well. He's got 7 health remaining. I really don't want to break Lucifer's concealment just yet because I want to use the Shadow Strike passive on a more powerful target. So what I could try to do is use Justice on him. Actually, this might reveal Dragonova, but this is a dumb idea. I'm gonna let you know right now, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna shoot him. 1 damage. It missed. Alright, we've got him down to 6. We did get a free action from our hair trigger, so this is going to inadvertently proc the 0 in, so that's raising up our hit percentage and our crit chance by 10. So we're going to take another shot. This one, it's got to hit. 74 was looking real juicy, and yes it is. So now we can switch over to Dragonova and get a not a guaranteed kill on the target, but it is very likely that we will finish him off. We've got an 86% chance to hit. Dragonova has an ability while she's in Shadow Concealment. Her attacks ignore 2 points of armor. The shield bearer does have 3, but we had just enough to finish the job. So now we've only got a little Advent officer to deal with. Nothing too crazy. We'll take some shots at him. We set him on fire. Everything feels pretty good right now. So yeah, I was at a bar the other day. It was fun. I never like going to bars that much, because I don't like loud stuff and loud places, and bars are always loud. And one of the biggest reasons that I don't like loud places is because I have a deep voice, and having a deep voice means if you're in a place where the ambient volume is a certain level, nobody can hear what you're saying if you're speaking naturally. So I have to raise the octave of my voice. Is that the right word for the pitch? Maybe, I don't know. I have to make my voice really high when I'm in a bar so that the deepness doesn't get swallowed by the bass drum that's been pumping and bumping. So Rolando Wolf is going to get revealed by the Advent officer that's trying to go Rambo. He is on Overwatch, so he's going to turn around and blast this guy in the face. Look at me. I am the captain now. Boom. I haven't even seen Captain Phillips, but I love that quote so much. It's unfortunate that our Shadow Strike got blown on that. I would have preferred a different situation to use it on. We saw a pair of Muton and an Archon further ahead, so I would have liked to have the initial Shadow Strike on them. But it's no big deal. We do have Conceal, so we can get another one. And we got a little bit of loot from that, so it's that's pretty nice. So now what we can try to do, though, is scout out the enemies with Dragonova, and we still have our Claymore available as well. Ooh! We got another group with double Stun Lancer, and I saw a Berserker in there as well. So that's actually a pretty intimidating group of enemies. Unfortunately, Peter Armstrong does not have proper vision on them from his current position, and I don't like that. That's one of the biggest struggles with using a sharpshooter, is getting them in a good position, and right now that is not what we're in. So here's what we have to do, is we have to try and move up without revealing, because that group is gonna tear us apart if we don't get a good jump on them. This position shouldn't reveal us. This is giving me vision on them with squad sight. Yeah, there we go. We're fine. Okay. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. And another thing that I don't like about bars, today I'm going to be complaining all freaking episode, so strap yourselves in. It's getting real New York City out here. I hate mingling with people. I hate mingling. So here's the layout for this particular establishment. It was a nice place. They had some chairs at the front, some chairs at the back, but they also had a giant-sized Jenga tower. And for anybody that doesn't know what Jenga is, it is a big tower of blocks that are arranged in a particular pattern, and the objective of this game is to remove a block from the bottom of the tower and place it at the top of the tower. It's a pretty simple game, and it's kind of fun. Whatever. Add in a few bits of alcohol and you got yourself a good old time. Oh man, the Berserker is standing next to a fuel tank that is also positioned next to 2 civilians. Damn it. That is so terrible. So it's a fun little game. So I'm there with a buddy, and he invites 2 lady friends of his. So we all go there. He said, "Hey, you want to go play some games, play some Jenga?" Me, I don't give a fuck. I don't really want to play Jenga. I kind of just want to sit around and not do anything. To be honest, I wanted to go home from kind of the moment I got there because I'm lazy and I'm tired and I'm an antisocial asshole. But obviously I'm in the situation, so I got to say, yeah, sure, let's play some Jenga. Before I continue ranting and raving about that, why is my shot percentage 25%? He's in cover. Right, that makes more sense. Ah, damn it. This is not good. Alright, let's see if we can get them to scamper to a better position for our sharpshooter. Or let's move up and not activate the group of enemies. That is another alternative. Alright, you know what we're going to do? We can get these guys in an Overwatch trap because they're not activating the way I was expecting them to. So I'm going to take a 25% chance to hit with Peter Armstrong. It's probably going to miss, and even if it does, it doesn't matter. But this is going to cause the group of enemies to scamper around, and then they'll probably get caught in our Overwatch. So there we go. The shot's going to come out. They're not going to activate because that was from squad sight, and it missed. Oh my goodness. And we've got to keep moving too because the civilians are going to get guns down in every single turn, so we can't really sit around and do nothing. And that's what's getting on my nerves about this mission. So I didn't want to play Jenga, but I went and I played some Jenga, right? And mingling while playing Jenga is the dumbest thing ever. Because what do you do? What do you do? I never know what to say in these kind of situations. Oh God, you gotta knock it over. Like, I just hate it. I hate it so much. Okay, they're running even further away from us. They are still standing next to an explosive tank, but from the looks of things, we might be able to hit them without killing any civilians. So we're gonna try that. I don't know. Maybe I'm bad at mingling, but there's something that clicks in my brain whenever I am mingling, and it just says, "Ah, you're such a douchebag for saying that." And that's kind of the recurring sentence every single second of the day. It's just, what, you're such a douchebag for saying that. Why did you say that? It's just a symptom of me not feeling cool sometimes, even though I know I'm kind of the coolest person to ever exist. But every once in a while, I feel a little bit uncool. So here's what we're gonna do here. And by the way, there's no Chosen on the mission. I don't remember if I said that or not, but he didn't show up. He didn't feel like coming to party. So, okay, got an idea. We're gonna get a big wombo combo right now. We're gonna completely eliminate this pod. It's gonna be overkill, but it's gonna be worth it, I think, because these guys are running around slaughtering everybody, and I don't need that anymore. We're gonna throw down the shrapnel right on top of the explosive object, and then we're gonna switch back over to Peter Armstrong, and he's not gonna shoot the Claymore. He's gonna shoot the propane tank, and that's gonna blow up and destroy the Claymore. These guys are gonna get violated. It's gonna hurt really, really badly. Boom! Beautiful. Now we eliminated both of the stun lancers. The Berserker is going to survive, and he may reveal Dragonova. Nope, he's going to run right past her. Thumbs up for us. We made a good play. And now we'll just finish it off. We have all of our moves remaining, so we can just take our shots with a lot of confidence here. The Berserker's enraged. That's giving him additional mobility, I believe. I don't think it gives him extra defense. All right, there we go. He's got a little bit. Oh. Look at that. We got a hair trigger proc on our weapon. So we get another shot. And it missed. Hey, buddy. You've only got 1 health remaining. Feels like this is a little bit unnecessary shooting him with an 8 damage bolt caster to deal 1 damage. So let's see if we can get it on something. You know what? I'm just going to... Alright. Because he's going to run towards us, and we have a stock on our weapon. So if we overwatch and it misses, he's going to die. So, yeah, that's fine. And what I'll do is I'll throw out the battle scanner. I want to get some vision. Boom. There we go. This is really textbook. But I think feeling like a douche and feeling uncool is probably one of the most important things to kind of wrap your head around when you're mingling, because the goal of mingling is to feel good about yourself and to feel confident, to feel cool, because when you're feeling that beautiful cocktail of positive emotions, then you start to swagger out a little bit. You start to be able to start flirting with the ladies, start becoming the life of the party, start going alpha male, and it feels good. So the goal is to not feel like a douchebag, and that's my biggest problem in life, is feeling kind of douchey sometimes for no other reason than I overanalyze stuff and I overthink my own sentences and statements, and I sort of get into this weird, beautiful mind situation where I've got this web of interconnecting sentences, and what's the best possible sentence. If I use the wrong one, then it doesn't work out, and everything gets ruined and skewed up. It's very silly. It's very silly. But what isn't silly, and what's very unfortunate about this situation, is that we have 2 more explosive objects. This car right here, but the car is not a big enough explosive radius to do anything to the next group of enemies.
If you say so.
And there should be 1 more group after these guys, so I'm gonna chuck out another battle scanner in this direction to see if we reveal anything. And because this battle scanner is going on top of some civilians, if they were faceless, they would have gotten revealed. So that's a nice fun fact for anybody that is doing these type of missions. And if you're having trouble dealing with the faceless, or if you feel like you're activating them at bad times, a battle scanner and scanning protocol, they both will activate the faceless when you throw them on top of a civilian that is undercover. Okay, we should be okay like this. But moral of the story is, just try to feel cool about yourself at all times. Whatever you say, even if it is kind of douchey, don't feel like a douchebag for saying it. Just own up to it. Feel cool regardless of how stupid it is. And there we go. Yeah, there was another group of enemies. They're pretty far in the background. It's another berserker and 2 more mutons. So we've actually got to hit the lead out. There's only 8 civilians remaining, so this is not looking too good for us. Actually, we might lose this mission if we don't pull some magic out of our asses here, and that is not good at all. Damn it. Damn it, we might lose this mission. There's 2 civilians left. We got mutons in high cover. It's very difficult for us to hit them. The only person that has a chance of hitting these muton right now is Roland the Wolf, and that's all because of his Shadow Strike ability. So I think he's gonna have to go for it, and then we can use Dragonova to get the flanks, and then she can blast them with the Silent Killer ability. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna take the shot with Roland. It's not a great shot. It's only 67. I should start with an axe throw. But if I start with an axe throw, then that's not gonna give me the Shadow Strike passive, which I really want. And oh gosh. I'm actually not entirely sure what the best course of action is right now. This is a huge problem. We don't have any ways to destroy cover right now, so I'm going to take this 55% shot. It's going to connect for 7 damage, set him on fire as well. He's got 4 health remaining. That's actually put one of the mutons in a much more comfortable position, so this could be amazing. That could have been the shot that I needed to really do some big damage here. So next I'm going to throw the axe at this muton right here. He's in half cover, but it doesn't matter because I'm a dirty cheater, and it's going to hit him right in the face. 1 target eliminated. That is going to get rid of the Shadow Strike passive, but it's no big deal. We've got 42% chance to hit. I'm going to take that shot, feeling very confident about it, but it is going to miss. That is unfortunate, but we still have other opportunities at hand. We have the zero in ability. We've got Whiplash. We can try and zap this thing. All of our shot percentages look absolutely terrible right now. The weapon range in tandem with the high cover is making this a very difficult target to hit, but we do have a stock on our gun, which means we'll kind of be dealing a little tiny bit of damage to him with every shot that we take, so I'm going to spray and pray. Here we go. Shot number 1, coming out. 1 damage because of the miss. Shot number 2, the chance to hit has gone up to 31%. Let's do it. Still gonna miss. That's unfortunate. Our hair trigger not gonna proc there, but what I'm gonna do is activate teamwork, send over another action point. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. That action point has been refunded. Our hit chance has gone up to 41%. Let's roll the dice one more time. This time we are not going to connect. The hair trigger also not going to proc. We're going to take another... No, we're not going to take a shot this time. We're going to send out a gremlin to do a combat protocol. This is going to deal 4 damage to the Muton. It ignores his armor, and that is absolutely what we need right now. Boom, baby, boom. He didn't like that shock, so we're going to switch over to Dragonova. She's got an 87% chance to hit. She's ignoring 2 points of his armor, which is all of his armor. So we're going to take that shot. Look at me. Look at me. I am the Muton now. Fuck! You gotta be kidding. A beautiful... really? The situation was going so well, and I started feeling myself just a little bit. Started feeling really confident, and the game just took it away from me. Well, let's see what happens. This Muton's probably going to throw a grenade at us. Here it comes. Here it comes. Damn it. Ah, what a perfect situation, absolutely ruined by the fact that Dragonova can't use her new weapon as well as I would like her to. Oh well. Okay, let's take a deep breath, because we've really got to hustle right now. We've got to put the lead out and kill these enemies, and we don't have time to dilly-dally. I don't know where the hell that Archon went. It's very close by, but I don't have vision on it, and that's very unfortunate. So I'm gonna try to get it caught in an Overwatch, because it was moving around a bit, chasing civilians, so maybe I'll get it caught in something. That's kind of our best hope right now. Hopefully he dashes forward and gets pelted with some ammunition. These guys are just going to chew the hell out of this lady. Oh my goodness gracious, there's only 6 civilians left alive. The Archon is not going to move anywhere that we can see. My goodness gracious, we're going to lose. We're going to lose. Where's the Archon? I don't even know where he went. Damn, we're losing. Alright, well, we procced a faceless, so that feels okay, but I don't know what the hell happened. Was the Archon just not real? Was it not actually there? Is it just is it just... Oh, here it is. Where is it going? Oh my goodness. What? The civilian's not dead? That's weird. Well, we have another turn to survive, which is nice, but I'm not feeling good about that at all. I don't have much faith that we're going to be able to get out of this one, unless we can go on a crazy civilian saving spree right now and possibly get Dragonova killed in the process. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to gun down this faceless. We're going to double tap it with our skirmisher. Boom, boom. The first hit is going to go off nice and clean. 0 in, going to proc. Chance to hit 100%. Pap, pap, pap. Not going to get the kill, leaving him with 1 health remaining. Very unfortunate, but it's fine. We have the tools at our disposal to get rid of him with no worries. Pap, pap, pap. K-Kyoki dealing 7 damage. Very serious overkill. Now, here's where it gets tricky. And here's where it gets like ridiculously dangerous. This is a move that I know I absolutely shouldn't go for. I should not run Dragonova into this guy to try and rescue him, because he is probably a faceless. But if he's not, he's going to die and we're going to fail the mission. So, what do we know? We know that this guy's not a faceless because we scanned him. And maybe there's only one more. Maybe there was only 1 faceless on this mission, because sometimes there's 2. And sometimes there's 1. Ah, gosh. Because here's what the real problem is. If we save that civilian and it is a faceless, Dragonova is dead. If we don't save that civilian and it's not a faceless, we lose the mission. So it's kind of a no-win situation here. There's nothing good that we can do. Everything that we do, we're running the risk of a game over man. You know what's even worse is even if I run to save this civilian, there's a very good chance that the aliens will just snipe another civilian, and it won't even matter that we tried to save somebody. So you know what? I think I'm just gonna have to cross my fingers that they don't get gunned down in cold blood. Just gonna move up and activate these guys and start dealing with it. That did cause the civilian to run a little bit. But the position that they moved to isn't much better than where they started, so we're not really getting much out of that. I'll take this 44% chance to hit. It's not great, but it's something, and if it connects, it's gonna hurt really, really, really bad. Do we have a free reload? We do have a free reload. Alright, I'm gonna try and eliminate one of the mutons with Dragon Nova. I'm gonna move up to a high cover position. I have a free reload on this vector rifle. Boom, get your ass to safety. What are you doing standing by these aliens? Boom, free reload goes off, and we got a 64% chance to hit. The height advantage is helping that tremendously. If it connects, we get a kill. If it doesn't, we get exposed. It's not the end of the world though, because we're in half cover. It's gonna miss. Dragon Nova is getting on my nerves today. We're not gonna get revealed. What do you know? Hello. There he goes.
Commander, the aliens have slaughtered the resistance here. We can't let them get away with this. Menace 1-5, we have to get control of the situation and take out those hostiles.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so look, we failed this mission, which means we're going to lose contact with this area, and we're going to have to spend intel to reconnect with them. But the bright side to that is I'm an intel whore, and we most likely have enough to recontact them right away. So that's one of the positives that's coming out of this. I don't remember if I built a radio tower in this particular zone. Actually, no, there was no radio tower in this zone, so we're not going to lose that. But it still sucks to lose contact with a region. It's very unfortunate. So, the Faceless is coming. I guess we'll take out some of our aggressions on the Faceless. We'll take the first shot with Sarah Redfield. And then we'll switch over to our Boltcaster user and absolutely destroy this thing. Look at me. Look at me. I am the Faceless now. Oh my goodness. Mission failed. Soldiers wounded. Area secured. Take mission photo. No. Okay, so overall, we did a terrible job today, but this is what XCOM is all about. It's about the victories and the failures, and trying to come back from this pretty devastating loss. So we're going to head back to the Geoscape. We're going to take a look and see just how much damage was done by us losing this region, and see if we can recontact them right away. And after we do that, we're going to take a little break. And there we go. We got a couple of wounds. Got some corpses, rescued some civilians, got an expanded magazine, nothing crazy out of it. We have an Archon autopsy now, which will give us access to the final tier of swords once we finally do that research, so that'll be nice. Monthly supply. Oh, I didn't lose the region. Oh, this is the region that we started with, so I think it's impossible to lose this region. So, you know what, it's probably for the best that this particular mission was in a spot where really no harm could have been done. So this failure was still pretty awful. We lost some regional income from losing it, but we didn't lose the region. That could have been a lot worse for us. So I'm very, very happy with that. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check the black market for some alien alloys, because I need those to produce the rest of the weapons that I need to make for the magnetic tier. And wouldn't you know it, they've got 35 alien alloys. Gimme that. Boom. Got those alien alloys. So the very last thing we're going to do for real this time is we're going to head back and produce some things. Part of the reason we used the squad composition that we did was, as I mentioned at the start of the video, was because I thought that squad would have been good for dealing with the Chosen, but additionally was because I didn't have certain weapons. I wanted to have a spark with me on that mission, but I still had the conventional spark weapon. That is no longer an issue. I didn't necessarily want or need a grenadier, but it always kind of holds me back a little bit knowing that my cannons aren't upgraded yet, so no longer have to stress about that. And these other items don't need them as of yet. We do need the Psi-Amp pretty soon, because we've got our psionic operative cooking up in the psionic lab. But for now, it's no big deal. So we got to get more alien alloys and more Illyrium crystals. But with all of that said, we're going to take a little break. That was a stressful mission, but hey, we killed a couple of Advent officers. We got our Captain Phillips on. As always, the name of the game is Xcom 2. The name of the channel is iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. Don't forget, I am the Captain now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.